Hi, my name is Denzil, and in this video we're going to be talking about the 7 steps of what it takes to be an entrepreneur, but also the dark side of being an entrepreneur. Coming up. Now, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur, and I can understand it's a very sexy thing, but I think there's 7 steps that you need to really go through before you decide on becoming an entrepreneur. Now, what gives me the credibility to even talk about this today? I have been an entrepreneur, I am an entrepreneur, so you'll see this is the studio, Gen Studios, which we created out of nothing. So we're a startup and looking to grow what is a podcast studio, but also we have Gen Invest, which is about properties and investing. And so something that I've started, so I know what it is to start up, but I also know what it is to be a director of a multi-million-pound company. So I've actually been a part of 2 big companies and helped them to grow and manage staff up into the excesses of 30 people. So I know what it takes to run a business. Step number 1, know yourself. And the reason I say that, I don't think that everybody's cut out to be an entrepreneur. Now, I'm not trying to pour water onto your fire, you know, we've got all this passion and someone comes out, I don't think you should be an entrepreneur. I truly don't believe it, that, you know, everyone is cut out to be an entrepreneur, because being at the top is a lonely place. Do you really want to be in that lonely place? A lot of people like to be social. Now, when you're an entrepreneur, it is lonely because not many people understand what you're going through. Are you cut out? Are you the person who likes to take risks? Are you prepared to lose money? A lot of people in business lose money. We talk about making money, but a lot of people lose money. Being an entrepreneur is stressful. It just is. I don't care what anyone says. You've got to work on your sales. You've got to make sure your accounts are set up. You've got to make sure your data protection's right. You've got to make sure that there's water in the fridge. You've got to make sure that the electric's paid. You've got to do all these things. You're the creative guy. Where's the vision? Where's the company going? Do you really want to take on all that stress? And I think honestly, a lot of people are not really cut out to that, which is fine. I think you can make great amount of money being an employee. You know, at the moment it's a sexy thing and it sounds cool to say, I'm my own boss. I'm an entrepreneur. Or is it something really ingrained in you? In me, it is my passion to create things. It always has been. Point number 2, are you prepared to count the cost? When you're looking to set up a business or be an entrepreneur, it's going to cost you time and money. Now, like if you look at these studios here, this is £8,000 that we've had to spend on this. I may not get a return on investment. I'm truly believing I took the risk that this will happen, but I've taken a risk that I'm gonna get a return, but it may fail. Are you prepared to lose that type of money? Most people are not. And I would say to most people, fine, play more safe, that's okay. But also, are you prepared to have the failures and the long hours? A lot of the times I don't go out, I do work a lot of hours to get things set up. And I think a lot of people think about being an entrepreneur, you know, you can do it overnight. No, there's studying that you gotta do. I'm always learning. I'm having to learn about marketing, I'm having to learn about YouTube, I'm having to learn about social media, I'm having to learn about sales technique. I'm having to learn about everything. Like podcasts, I've gotta be a knowledge bank of what goes on in podcasting and why clients should do that. Do you wanna do that? Long hours. The third thing that I would say is, have a big why. I think a lot of people think about being entrepreneurs like,
I don't want to answer to anybody.
Listen, I answer to people every day. When you're at the top of the tree, if you've got people that are working for you, whether that be contractors, employees, whatever, I'm answerable to them. They're not answerable to me. They're like, Denzil, is this ready? Is this available? Do you have the money for this? I get questions all the time. So please don't do it if you just want to be your own boss. Have a real passion that you wanted to create an additional revenue stream so that you're, something for your family or your charity, or you wanted to help the community with a vision that you saw and no one else is doing it, or you've just got this burning desire to take this skill set that you've got. Like you may be a photographer, but you felt like there's other photographers and we could build a business around that. Have like a strong passion. And most people that I know who are great entrepreneurs and friends that I know are not chasing money. They're chasing a vision. Have a big why. The 4th thing, I'm just having a thinking, what's the 4th thing now? What we get my notes. Understand the difference between being self-employed and being a business owner. If you read the book Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad, he talks about the cash flow quadrants, and he talks about being an employee, then being self-employed, then being a business owner, then being an investor. I think loads of people think that I'm gonna go from E to B being a business owner, but most people get stuck in being self-employed. What I mean by that, it's all about them. And if you focus on that, it will always be about you. And there's nothing worse than being self-employed. I'm just putting it out there. You may disagree. Do you know why? There is no sick pay. So when you're sick and you cannot work, you make no money. There is no holiday pay. There is nothing good about being self-employed. And I have experienced it. All it is stress. Things like, when I turn up to work, I'm guaranteed to get paid. When you're self-employed, you're not guaranteed to get paid. So what you want to do is move from being self-employed, where it's all about you, where it's all about the business. So you've got to be able to create systems and processes and be able to attract people into your business. Are you someone who can even attract people into your business, that people would want to work with you? Are you someone who can create systems? Now, the great thing is when, for the years that I was in other people's businesses, I was an entrepreneur, which basically means I was being entrepreneur in someone else's business with someone else's finances. And I would say for a lot of you, try to be an entrepreneur before you become an entrepreneur. Work in someone else's business, how to build teams, how to motivate people, inspire people behind your vision. And if that's still for you, then do it for yourself. But don't stay as a self-employed person. It will grind you down. That's one of the dark sides. It's something that people don't tell you, that most people get stuck in this little pocket here. And that's why they make less money than they could as an employee. Most people are earning less here with more stress. Don't do it. That's the dark side that I warned you about. Don't get trapped in that, that black hole of so-called business. It's not business, it's called being self-employed. Point number 5 is take your time. Things don't happen overnight. I'm super optimistic. I'm like, yeah, by month 3, we'll be making this sales. Month 4, we'll be here, we'll be rich, we'll be free, we'll be millionaires in 2 years. The truth is, there's a principle that we say when we're entrepreneurs, is that it will always take twice as long as you think and cost twice as much. You've got to be prepared to be patient. And if you're not prepared to be patient, do not become an entrepreneur. Number 6, be flexible. Like, I had a vision for Gen Hope, which is what we're building here. And I started off in one area and we really focused on Gen Fit, our fitness business. And that didn't work out. So we had to be flexible in our approach of how we were gonna get this vision out. And then we started on properties and investing, teaching people about finance and things like that. And that's gone better for us. Then all of a sudden, hey, we've got a podcast studio. We've had to be flexible where we believe the business can make more money, the business can grow, there's an area of growth. The vision that you have today may not be the same vision. It may have some of the remnants of it or the core values of it, but it may be different. But be flexible in your approach. Don't become so rigid. And I think that's why so many businesses fail, because they're not prepared to be flexible to what the market may need. Whatever your business is, it's to provide value for customers. Something that they're looking for. And if you've got something that people are not looking for or don't want, you may have to be flexible in your approach. The 7th thing, if I can get my words out, start small. This is one of the things that I see, obviously I coach people and things like that. And I've seen so many people give up work and I get it. All right, you got more time to focus on your business. You've got more time to go all in. You burn the boats, and you've heard all people say that, and I get it. But most people don't make it happen who have burnt the boats. And actually all it does, it creates stress and frustration. Many great businesses were done part-time, while people were still doing whatever they were doing full-time. Facebook was done in Mark Zuckerberg's spare time. Bill Gates' spare time. People have built great businesses in their spare time. If you go all in, as a lot of people will tell you to do. Now, I don't really agree. This is my personal opinion. So, hey, if you don't agree with it, it is what it is. Is that you put so much pressure on your business to earn money from day one, okay, that you can't enjoy building the vision. Now, I've done it both ways, and I'm telling you, the second option is better. Yes, it consumes more of your time, and you've got to be more disciplined, but as an entrepreneur, you've got to be disciplined anyway. So I would say start small, couple of hours a day, couple of hours a week, and as your success grows, then you can start to say, with the thing that's giving you full-time income at the moment, start to decrease that. Can you go part-time or get a part-time job to support the vision? And in that way, the vision has time to grow. Many companies fail because it's got to have money now. It's got maybe 30,000, 40,000 in the first year. It's not realistic for a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's not realistic for a lot of people. And if it takes 4 years, 5 years, it'll still be worth it, right? So that's really my 7 points of what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And I think that you really need to think about these things before you take that step of faith and saying, I'm gonna go all in. But I really do wish you the best for your project. I hope as I'm going on my dreams that you'll be following your dreams and we'll all have success too. If if you really like the content, make
Sorry, okay.
It's fine. Because my aim is to get you one video. No, shucks, why is this bit so hard?
I have no idea how many times I repeat.
Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so here we go. Okay, one take, here we go. If you really like these videos, make sure that you like and subscribe. We're releasing videos every week and we don't want you to miss out. We will bring you content around relationships, around my faith, around business, and much, much more that will be inspiring, motivating, empowering to take your life to the next level. God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. See you guys soon. Bye.